Hello there, and welcome to Get Good. My name is Bruce, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Dave and Magnus. Gentlemen, well, actually, I can't let you both speak at the same time. I've made this mistake too many times. First, Dave, how are you doing in Australia?
Good, thanks. Yep, great.
Wonderful. And
Evening
Magnus?
tonight, night and dark.
Yep.
Yeah,
Grim,
it is.
grim,
It
grim
is.
blackness outside.
Yeah, here it's noon, so yeah, almost opposite side of the world. But yeah, but we're doing good too.
Cool. Right. This is we had a should we say like a big discussion on the internal chat about okay, what should we make this
Yeah.
next podcast about? Because I think there's generally a theme of wanting to make sure that they are useful, and we talked a bit about basing last time and kind of the very start of the project, and we wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit more as it comes to almost like quite a fundamental question of okay, well, what are you looking for in a competition piece? What are you looking for in a competition model? Like, what are the traits? Like, we had this a little bit. I noticed. I was going through the comments of our Golden Demon winners, and the most one of the oft repeated phase there was silhouette, which is something that we'll keep coming back to. So, I think like well, number one, Dave, you have you've collated a variety of models for us to look at and talk through, which we shall I will edit in. We're looking at them right now, but I'll edit them in when we reference them. So number one, thank you for that. But I guess like as an initial like opening gambit, Dave, what is your thoughts on it? If someone said, okay, you have to pick a competition model, what do you want?
So, well, yeah, interesting. I hadn't thought that you would ask me that in particular. So, in general, I want something I can do something with. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah.
the most clear way to explain it, but competition, especially if you're going for like the high-end awards or just trying to do the best that you can. For me, I'm thinking always about how can I choose a model that's going to help me be expressive within my skill set and my range? And so might start off by thinking, I have this color or this general theme of idea that I want to try and do, and then narrow it down from there. Or might but I think most generally just something that I can work with.
Yeah. And I like that as like a rule of thumb, something I can do something with, because that speaks to you, I guess, knowing your strengths and knowing your passions and knowing what you really want to kind of stretch with on a model.
It also kind of immediately takes like 50% out. Like they're too locked in a way. Like you're looking at them and they're already. The funny thing is that it is actually something that we kind of touch on in community quite often, right? Like, people asking, "Hey, I wanted to pick this model," or "I think I've been looking for this or that," or "Should I bring this to this, or should I do this with that?" And sometimes it's a model, and you're looking at it, and you're thinking, "Yeah, but also I just don't like this model. It's just
Yes.
not like." I voiced just today something about like something that pleases you aesthetically already from the beginning in terms of like how is it positioned? What is it doing? Is it dynamic enough? Is it static? Is it something that is very locked in shapes, or is it something where you can actually express something? So all of these are factors in how to pick a model, right?
Hmm. Is there like, is it like a sense? I'm directing this at you, Manus. Like, is there like a sense where you look at it, you're like, yes, this is the one, or do you have to play with it a little bit before you even know with that level of surety?
I think it's at least for me, oftentimes I can rule something out when I see it.
Hmm.
And then 50% of what I pick that I think is good, when I open the box, I'm looking at it and thinking, yeah, no, I wasn't. I thought this was it, and then now it's like no, because it goes from 2D into 3D, and now I'm like, yeah, that arm is too outstretched in the wrong direction. I wish it had been more, or whatever it is. Like sometimes it's just small things that makes it. No, this is too awkward in 3D. It'll look better on 2D, right? Sometimes it's something like that.
Unfortunately, it happens far too often where you think you like something on the screen, and like I'm the same. Like I can think I can like something enough to want to buy it, so I'll buy it. And then when I get it back home and start to assemble it or put it together, and so we're using Games Workshop models as an example for today because they were just the easiest ones to just pick and have comparisons. So it's appropriate in that regard because all different companies make different models, but no matter where you buy the model from, the same sort of things can crop up, and you just get it in hand, and it takes until you've assembled it, and then you start to like see it something really like, I don't know, there's really no way to decide for sure until you've seen it in the hand.
No,
I think
no.
And like
it's
one
of those,
and you look at it, and like you twist it, and you're actually, and like critically, you see the bits that you need to paint that you perhaps not seen in the hero shot. Sorry,
yeah.
Magnus,
A big thing is paintability, right? So when you look at it, it can feel like, yeah, this is very paintable, and then you get it out, and suddenly the scale is very changeable, and suddenly you have actually the way that the clusters of details, for example, they are, or the way that it is from that side. If I actually want to show that, but then I don't get to show the weapon, and the almost all the models that I paint, I end up twisting the one weapon or the other. Like they can be like in one position, and then you kind of, yeah, but if the sculptor had just like twisted the hand slightly, you could have seen more of the blade, and it looks much better because I kind of want to force it back in the front if I can on these models.
And I guess like before we like dive into the models themselves, like I guess there is a returning thing that we keep coming back to, like in terms of doing this podcast series, which is like, if you want to maximize your output, you maximize the thinking that goes in at this stage.
I think
you
so.
can absolutely just be painting and vibing and have something good and enter it into competition. It might do well. But if you're probably out there thinking, I need to maximize all my opportunities, all my chances, all of this thinking and hopefully all this theory and all this conversation is useful in terms of picking a competition project and everything that entails. So, I mean, with that said, should we dive in on these models in the top left?
I want to say one thing.
Oh, go on, Manus.
I want to say one thing first is I think another important thing is when you pick the model, ideally you can always or already kind of picture it in a setting. So just having the model, but not really being able to kind of visualize or how your thinking is of the setting and what you want to pair it with is a big handicap, because some models can be almost too, I don't know, either bland or locked in terms of what they have to go with or what they should go with. So either you have too little inspiration for them, or you have basically too forced of a direction, and that might also work against it, right?
They've used the word that prescriptive, which I think is the right term for certain models.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave, should we start top left? What do you think?
Yep, that was what I intended for. So,
good. Okay.
So yeah, you'll be putting this on the screen for everyone.
Yes. So I'm jot a time code here, so I make sure that I fade it in at the right time. Otherwise, I'm going to look quite foolish. They're not. Oh God, what's the name? Adeptus something or other. I'm going to get so told off by the law police. Thank you, Astra Militarum.
Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard. That's the word I was looking for. Old school term. Right. I want to know what you're thinking here, Dave, because I love all of this.
Well, so I thought that when I was making this thing, I thought I'd put like 3 interesting models that are similar together in each run, and then I thought it would be interesting for us to each eventually like rank which one we would pick first, second, and third, and
Oh, I
then
like this.
speak about what we like about each of them, and then why we rank them where they are. So, well, I guess I'll start off, but it's a tricky one. And I also wanted to say as well, just before we get started, don't allow our choices to
No.
influence what you as a viewer would choose. If you like a model that we don't, then that's fine. What we're trying to do here is to just show you our thinking and why we would choose the things that we do. But if you like something that we don't, then we can't tell you not to like it. Like, so
No.
I just want to make sure we're not saying, no, this model can never be done for a competition if we don't like it, or the other way around. Like, I think Commissar Yarrick, for example, is going to be a very, very popular competition model because it's a banger.
I think so too.
So is the female Commissar as well. It's a pretty good one also.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially to Dave's point is we just saw an Adepticon with multiple figures with wings winning, and I would never ever pick one because it's just a hard no for me. Yeah. So it's a hard. So even our preferences are our preferences, right?
Is Yarrick then your number 1 though? Like,
yeah, for me, I'd say Yarrick 1, the female Commissar 2. She's got a name, I don't know it, and number 3, the regular guy in this stack.
Does anyone disagree with that? Because that's mine as well.
No. The one thing I really wish is we're back to the female Commissar. I really wish that the weapon had been twisted a little bit, so you could see more of the silhouette, because I think that's the strength of the other guy. I think the Yarrick one is the better one, because the way, even though you see it from the same angle, the gun, it's more interesting because it's double barreled, right?
Yeah. And it's got that interesting thing on the top. So in this case, I think I probably would twist the gun, just like you were saying, so that she's holding it more.
Yes, you can cut it right at the cufflink or whatever, it's the cuff, and you can just twist it. And I probably would, just slightly.
Another potential conversion for this model would be to just raise the arm, so she's like almost sort of pointing out to shoot someone.
I do kind of like that it's the way that it is right now is like more triangle shaped, which is really nice, because she's not holding a weapon in the. It's a power fist, right? Yeah. So she's not holding anything there, so she has kind of like this tapering in triangle shape. I quite like that.
Yep.
There's like.
Sorry, you go, Bruce.
Well, I was just going to say, like, there's something, like, if you look at these, like, left two, Yarrick and the other Commissar, like, the posing is very similar, and they're both relatively, like, fixed and heroic, but there's something in her posing that's just, like, there's so much, like, anticipation of action. Like, we often talk, like, in miniatures of, like, okay, well, you can do something before, during, or after, like, action, and, like, these two on the left, I'm like, this is
very
like,
during.
after. Yeah, or during. It's like it's one of those two. But like her is the sense of anticipation, and even like the way that her feet are like these close together, walking down the steps. Like, I actually really love it as a model. It's I just feel I could do less with it than I could do with Yarrick, and that's ultimately why it's a number 2 for me.
I agree completely. He just has more detail. The power fist and the gun, the flowy, bits and everything.
Yeah,
so
the movement. In the wind blowing sort of allows some more dynamism in the movement of the scene.
Yeah, and you can already kind of like have an idea in your mind of a base where, okay, you can incorporate some of the movement, right? So it just allows for more with something that they already gave you.
Yeah. And it just comes to that point, like, in terms of like why they're ranked this way, it's like, well, if you really loved this guy on the left, and you like that pose, of course, paint him. But like, if you wanted that similar heroic pose and a better model, you'd pick the Yarrick, and then as a second option, you have this, which is very different from these two.
Yeah, I do think they're pretty close, though.
Yeah, the guy on the left, I'm not sure whether it's just the paint job, and I'd want to see it in the actual in hand to be sure, because I'm not sure if he's just straight legged or not. And usually, like, having locked knees in a dynamic sort of action pose like this is a real a real no for me. So
Yeah.
it's something I look for. And if he has locked knees, then I'd be changing the legs. I'd be putting a totally different bottom half on him.
You can see a little bend in Yarrick, can't you?
Yeah, and I think the first guy has it too, at least in the raised leg, but it's hard to see.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, the right leg seems to be bent a little bit, but he does a little bit look like he's just got sort of T-posed legs, but also not quite. But that's also a detracting feature, and the kind of like just the way his left arm is just sort of off to the side, just held there, just with the sword straight up and down. That's also another negative for this one, but not to detrimental to the point that it wouldn't be a paintable model. And you want that sort of open front. We'll get to something in upcoming models that I picked deliberately because I look forward to covering it. But it's open. You've got everyone looking in the same direction. And what do you guys think that the way the model is sculpted sort of asks the painter to choose the light to be a certain way? Like,
yes, I feel like it almost always does.
You would almost put the light on the character's left in this, so the right of screen, but the character's left. Each of these.
Yes.
Yeah. You just get that broadside across the model. You get to light everything nicely. You get to get like if you're painting non-met, you get to get the interesting reflections on the non-met in that way. Like, yeah. And like, yeah, especially with Yarrick, if you lit it the other way, you'd like, it just looked wonky, I think. Like maybe you could do like
very
a
difficult to make it look right. Yeah, you could do a dramatic like OSL look, and it just becomes more difficult though.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Yarrick. Right, we got to move on, otherwise we'll be here.
It's such a good
10-hour record. Just like kind of important practice point. Like make sure you clean your mold lines before painting.
Do it.
Otherwise your maker's all sad. Right, we move to the domain of Tzeentch, where however it's pronounced. Interesting these. I don't like Tzeentch at all. So leaders away. I struggle with this one.
I painted one.
You painted one, so you clearly have one you quite like.
Yeah, well, I think I did my order first last time, so one of you guys can do the order the first.
Right, go on, Manus. You go. You give your order.
Yeah, I've looked at these, and I think the Curseling is the better one for me. It has
the one on the middle.
No, this one.
Guy.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one I like better. When I was
that's your number one.
I didn't like the many arm guy too much. It was the middle one. I don't know. It's something. Maybe it's the undercut of the robes and the way that the I don't know if it's the swirly things underneath is. I don't like painting that at all. So it could be just that, but it's that one was never. Yeah, I never liked that. The last one is the new one, right?
Yeah, this is the new one.
Yeah, I really wish that the spear was more out.
Another rotation.
Yeah, it's just because it becomes so close to the body that it feels like it's weighted too much to one side, almost like it's falling over a little bit. So I really wish the arm had, been angled so that the spear was a little bit more out. The Curseling has a little bit of an issue in terms of it becomes very 3D because it's like sticking out a lot from the model, which is an issue. And the middle one has kind of the same issue with its staff.
So what's your so Kirsting's number one? Who's your number two?
The one very on the right.
This guy?
Yeah.
And then this guy is number 3.
And the middle one for me. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
If I would say that I think if the spear hand of the new one had been more outwards, I think I would have preferred that one over the others.
Yeah. I think that this guy on the right is my number one. And I think actually like swapping the arm, like just changing the arm pose, so it's like more of a V.
Yeah, not even a
is
lot, but just a
possible.
little
No.
bit.
The one thing is just I could not paint this as skin. It drives me up the. It just looks weird. I don't know why. Like it's like one of those things that's like sometimes I do get led by the official paint job. I'm like, no, that could never be skin. It would need to be like some sort of like tight fabric or something. But there's a lot I like in this in terms of like focus. Then I'd go for the Cursling. I think like if you put a gun to my head and said you had to paint these in order, I would paint this one before I'd paint the Cursling. I'd paint the middle one, but I think the middle one is a bad competition model because it's just so dominated by the robe, and you don't get to flex as much in terms of different materials and different things.
There's no face. The
no
hole in
face.
the face area is bad. So I actually picked these models because I think that there's a problem with all of them personally, and
there is.
that they all need something changing in order to make it into a competition model. So my number one is the one on the right, and then the Cursling second, and then the Changeling third. I would want to change the left arm, and yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'd do with it, with the one on the right. But each of these, I think, probably wouldn't make it over the line as a competition model for me. There's too much to do to change them, to change them to get them to an area to where they could be useful. And then by the time that you consider the amount of time that you need to put in to change them, is it going to be useful enough to overweigh other models that are better choices? Nope. It'll never get there.
If you're looking, for example, at the Cursling versus Yarick, it's like, why wouldn't you just pick Yarick, right? Like you could just not change anything and have a good And another thing to consider, and this is actually a layer that we haven't even really talked about, is sometimes you get it out of the box, and just the way that the assembly is makes it so that you can't really paint it without putting every bit together, and now it becomes almost impossible because you can't reach half of it, right? So some models are just, even if you could cleanly have the arm off, it would be perfect, but you can't because you have 1,000 seam lines. Then okay, well, now it's out. So sometimes you have an added layer, because I can tell you with the Cursling, it needed to be fully assembled, and it was not enjoyable.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you need to paint a model like that and have that experience so that you know that you never want to do that again.
I want to briefly, just before we move on to the Sororitas, that there's another thing to point out here, which is like also like looking at a model and seeing bits you can nab, because like Yarick has this rad Imperial Eagle base thing going on that like I could see people using.
Commissar has the stairs,
Yeah, like just super cool stuff to steal. I think the weird dude on the Cursling is just like rad. You've got this staff on the Changeling that I think is like cool. Like, and even the feathers on this dude. There's always something, even in a model, like, oh, I wouldn't paint the full model, but maybe there's something I can steal for either a future basing bit or something that I can adapt in future. So it's well worth looking at that in that regard.
I really wonder what it looks from behind, the one, the very right one. I can't remember the names of any of them. This one, I wonder what it looks like from the back view, because the feathers look good from the front, and sometimes they just look bad from the back.
Yeah.
The way they are layered, it's such a weird, like, with the way they layer, and it looks perfect from the front. It's good, and then no, it's just not working.
I wish G-Dubs would provide unpainted images of their work as well, because sometimes their painted versions can be misleading.
Yeah, and we used to get the sprue as well. You know, they used to include a shot of the sprue, which was really nice.
Sometimes get it,
Right, Sororitas. Get me. I guess I have to pick first because we've got in order. So we go Dave minus me. In terms of the flow, there is a problem, I think. So in terms of my ordering, I would pick this lady on the right as number 1. this lady on the left as number 2, and this lady in the middle as number 3. And the rationale of why is I think this is a better model and a lot more to flex. But in terms of me and the way that my brain works, I know there's a lot to change. Like, this gun is garbage and would need to go.
Hate it.
It's awful. It's a crossbow
Yep.
gun, and I just find the idea of that stupid. So that would go.
It's too detailed too.
So that's why I would opt for this one, because even though it's not got as much going on, it would require me to have like less work than the others. But to be honest, I would look at any of these and think I don't want to paint any of them for competition.
No, I'm the same, I think. The one with the crossbow is close enough if you, I guess if you
Change
fill
the
out,
weapon.
yeah, the weapon goes, and I would love a different head, and I would love for the eye on the chest to be simpler, so it didn't have like the 3 skulls, but a more simple straight up and down. Changing those 3 things, I think it's quite paintable. I don't know what she has on the back. Something pokes up. Maybe that's something that.
Like a power pack thing, won't it?
No, is it not a weapon from the?
She's got a sword on her back as well.
Oh,
as,
right. Yes, this.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, but if that's not too distracting, I think that one could be quite paintable for me. The middle one is a no-no, right?
Yep.
The pose is awkward, and the way it goes in front, and
So she's got locked knees. Now, this is something that I think is that you should almost always avoid. That's when the weapon is crossing over in front of the model like this. So if they're holding a staff or something, or a weapon like across themselves in front, now it's not a hard and fast rule. And if we get further enough along in this thing, there's some examples where it's actually done properly.
The new Darkwater has one of the guys like with a mace with an arm or whatever. That one is good.
So there's definitely examples where it can be done well, but when you're crossing the scene like this, when you're cutting it in half, it needs to either be low or close to the body so that it's not going to cast too much shadow. Like the problems with casting shadows on your own model with them holding a staff over the middle like this is not something to be laughed about, because it can really get in your way and ruin your day.
Yep.
Yeah, brush access is vitally important. What is with these weird ET-ass fingers?
I don't know.
It's just like, I mean, look,
some of it is painting too, right?
Yeah. At the risk of outing myself, like, I will never be able to sculpt as well as any sculptor. Obviously take all my criticisms with that grain of salt, but that's weird. That's the kind of thing that I look at.
That kind of looks like washed hands.
Yeah, just. So what's your 3, Dave? Is this your number 1?
No, my number 1 is the other one.
This one?
Yeah, and then the running. Say that I picked these deliberately to be all non-starters. Like they're all not great choices. Even the one on the right, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Even the weapon
the
change
dynamic
and a face
way,
change,
and
we're really close, right?
Weapon
Sorry,
change on
say
this
that again?
one.
Yeah, so
I think with the
kit,
weapon change and
sorry, we're talking each other. That kit comes with multiple different hands, different heads, different backpacks. So you've got optional bits that just slot it into place. And I think the other version's a whole lot better, but I did really pick the bad version for this.
She looks like she's hopping. Like, she doesn't look like she's running.
And the rosary beads just round out like that.
Why is
feels odd.
Okay, right, moving on.
Sorry, G-dubs, we don't mean to be picking on your models, but this is for competition purposes.
Yes.
For sure.
Right, Dave, it's back to you again.
Okay. So my top 3 in this one is the Reaver on the right, the Mechanicum in the middle, and then Asmodai on the left. Is that Asmodai?
I don't know. Maybe it's an old one.
Yeah, old Asmodai, I think.
Maybe. It might be older one. I can't remember. It's close.
The new one's
could be.
The new one's different. I'll confirm while I record. But
Hate
right,
the middle guy.
well, yeah, I want you to explain this because you've just broken your own cardinal rule, Dave,
Yeah,
about
exactly.
weapons in front. So yeah, go into this.
It's lower down, and it's actually quite close to the body, so it won't cast as much of a shadow. And in this case, the Mechanicum and their sort of techie nature, it actually kind of works with the look of the model. I think it doesn't break things completely. However, if I was going to paint this model, I believe I would change it so that I didn't have the staff across the chest. But I actually quite like this model. I want to paint it one day. I reckon it's a sick model. But I want to put him like with the staff in the right hand, just standing there and doing something else with the left hand.
Mm.
Or,
I think so. I have an issue with that one, and I think for me the issue is like the he's like this, like very mantis, too much mantis. So it's like too mirrored, I guess. And because the weapon is so horizontal, to me it's just like too mirrored. It is too samey on the both sides. I really wish that the two arms or the servo skull and the arm had been slightly changed, and the had it been raised up a little bit, it had been
less
making more
symmetrical.
sense. Yeah, more sense for me, which is why I think the Dark Angel, well, its biggest issue for me is that it's looking down. Why would
Yeah,
you
it's hunched.
have it hunched? If it had just been looking straight or a little bit upwards, it would have been great as a paintable model, I think, even being an older one.
So it's not Asmodai, it's just the interrogator chaplain, just there.
Yeah, okay.
So
Just-
this
I
is
don't-
another
I don't
thing
know,
I wanted to
please.
point out as well, that if a model is hunched or leaning forward or down and looking forward and down, you're generally in for a fairly bad time with that as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if they have like the hood covering over the face like that, it's going to cast shadows over the face in real life. So got to be careful with that as well. So
Yeah, and it's
there's a
super
lot
hard
of
to.
potential like pitfalls on that model.
Yeah.
Even though it's quite nice, so I'd be avoiding that for sure. And I understand everything you said about the Mechanicum one as well. I don't think it would get past the bar of actually being a competition model for me.
No,
Just
it wouldn't
something
for me.
fun.
Yeah.
But then the Reaver,
Wow.
I think it's excellent.
Yeah,
It's so good.
this one I think we'll see in comps because it's really quite good.
I think you'd need to be very careful with the midsection. There's a lot going on there that you need to pick out. But I mean, the pose. There's also there's always something when it's like a particularly good heavy metal paint job as well that just gets me excited. Ooh, this arm just in the silhouette looks a bit wonky, but it's far and away the best. The only thing that gets me a little bit with this Tech Marine is the scaling of the leg versus the leg is as big as everything else, it feels like to me, and that gives it an awkward weight. So I would probably have this first, then this second, this third. But to be honest, these two would each come with the kind of similar problem. I think as well, there's sometimes a point with all of the Mechanicus stuff where I'm just like, oh my god, it's so much non-mat. I would begin to hate my life.
I'm not sure whether we've seen anyone do a really good Mechanicum piece yet. I'd love to see someone really smash Belisarius' call, but I definitely
I
won't
have
be the
thought
one
about
taking
it
it on.
so much, but it would be a forever long project.
Yeah, it's like a year to do that.
I almost got it. But it was just.
But it would, to your point though, Dave, it would be like an earthquake on a comp scene if someone did a really good version
If someone
of it.
that was able to do it well, yeah.
Yeah, everyone would be like, oh
even
my god.
just assembly on those things, all of those riveted pipes, the amount of mold line removal that you've got to do for all those riveted pipes, and it just ugh.
Yeah, and the
I'd rather
details
spend my
of
time doing
pistons
something
with
else.
pistons on, and
Yeah.
But I mean, that comes to a comp point in itself. If you sometimes in looking for a model, you want to pick something that no one else has particularly done before. We talk about Rich Grey has the de facto Mortarion, but that's a reason that people don't pick that to do for comp because it's completed in some way.
It's sold.
Yeah. So, out of all the models we've looked at so far, the Reaver, I think, has the equal best silhouette with Yarick, maybe even a little
Yeah,
bit
I think
better.
so too. Yeah, I
Um,
think so too. I think the good thing about the Reaver compared to Yarick is it puts the face a little bit more in the center because it has something going on above it. I had Yarick had something similar, of course not. He couldn't because of the character. But I'm just saying for the silhouette, it's actually to me a little bit stronger having the face in the top third, but not at the very top.
I think I'd want to build something behind him to give him some negative space, like framing, just because of the weighting. But have to carefully check that out and make sure it'll work for Yorick. So as a straight figure without, including what you're thinking of for the base, I think the Reaver might be the edge out of these two.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I just
love
like
that
Yarick.
Yarick though. Yeah, I do too. I
think he's
want that
cool.
model. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he came on
Artistic
pre-order,
director.
and I immediately pre-ordered him. I was just like, "Yep,
Yeah, me too.
don't know when I'm paying him, but I want him. I just want to look at the box." Right, cool.
That's
Right,
one to own.
Removing then, Manus. We're back to you for the Eldari. Well, no, because that's a Drukari, isn't it? Look at me.
There's still Eldari.
Yeah, still
they're all
space
Eldar.
elves.
Fine. Yeah, space elves.
Okay, so I think so. I actually have the Drukari one, and it has issues that made it so that I never ever painted it, and I won't ever. I think the guy on the left is my favorite. Yeah, so this must be my favorite, and then it's so the issue is that the one on the right is also awkward.
Yep.
Is this really the best angle for it? I guess it is.
It's the one they chose.
Yeah, it just feels so weird the way he's twisted and the way he's.
Now, I
So
love
it's almost-
Prince Uriel, but I won't even buy this model. I'd rather build my own from other parts.
I think both of the other two are equally bad because they have awkward. So, well,
So it's a 1-3-3 is what you're saying.
If you like it, you like it. But it's just because so the middle one has the issue of the blades clearly being an important thing, but you can't see it. He's outstretched and has this almost like a spider-looking silhouette, which is strange to me. So it has a weird weight to it or density to it, I guess. And the posing, the turn of the last guy with the cloak almost in front, kind of obscuring. I don't like either of those at all. So I think I go with the left one, and the other two are both 3. And I would say the left one is actually pretty good.
Yep. I would agree with that completely. I reckon the middle one and the right are examples of really bad choices.
Yeah.
Potential pitfalls on both of those. And the problem is that the one in the middle, it doesn't scream that it's a bad choice right away.
No, it's why I got it.
It kind of has some appeal.
But the dude, the swords, it's horrible that you can't. No, they need to be features, and you can't see them.
And also, like, considering the basing implies a level of dynamism, it's very static. Like,
it's too static.
Yeah, there's just something about it. Like,
no movement.
Yeah, I think I'd paint Uriel if you put a gun to my head over this guy. So that'd be
I
my
don't
number
think I
2.
would. I think I'd rather paint the other one knowing it's bad, but the one he has his arm like this, and it's like, what's
But it is
up, my
kind of
dude?
dramatic.
What's going on? Like, why would you?
And maybe we'll be surprised and someone will paint it really good and the box art is tricking us in this case.
I mean, of course.
But like, I don't know, the way that the dangly bits from the spear are curling back this way and then his hair is blowing that way, and I don't know, just everything doesn't feel jointed very well. It feels all disjointed and strange.
There's a really strong breeze except here.
Yeah, and also he's pointing the weapon backwards, right? It's like That's why I'm asking, is this really the intended angle? Because it feels like it should be twisted more.
That's the box art angle on the GW's website. Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts his Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I'm not
here
even
as
sure
well.
they have a 360 of this one. So I would
Oh,
like to
it's
see
Yugi.
the model from more angles.
It is Yu-Gi. Let me see if I can.
40k Yugi.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. This is what he's doing.
I mean, okay.
Okay,
I
hold
guess.
on. I can get a different angle with 40k Yugi.
It's just if it was twisted, maybe I don't know, 10 degrees.
They do
Okay.
have a third.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't amazing, but it's not worse.
Here is the slightly off angle.
Yeah,
You get
this is
more.
actually better. I think this is better than the first one,
It is better, but it's not
but it's not good.
far and
No.
away though.
No. Especially because the leg then looks very straight, even though it is bent. And
What the hell is this arm thing? Like, I thought it'd clear up with this, but it's just odd.
yeah, I don't like this model at all. I think I actually like the Drukari better. The more angles I see of it, I think I actually, unfortunately, like the Drukari better. And so it's probably a 1, 3, and a 4.
But this
Which-
guy's good.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
it's good.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's good.
The way that it kind of counterbalances with the wind, the robes are super nice. I will confess that I absolutely detest the helmet, even though I have
I
this
love
model.
the bug eye helmet on there.
No, it reminds me of a bug.
Yeah.
That's what I love
does
about it.
It's very fly-like.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought about doing
I
this
think
guy
it's
with
super
2
good.
warlocks because I just think it's like the warlocks are my favorite Eldari models, and like this guy with them just feels right. Like, just a funky model.
I don't enjoy the colors too much on this specific one, but I can absolutely see how it. Yeah, I think it's a great model.
I can see this one being popular in competitions.
Yeah, I agree. Right, Custodes.
Okay, Bruce. Which one is it? You?
Yeah, it is Bruce's turn.
So which one would you paint?
After I've cried or before? Like, so this is my number 1. This is my number 2, and this is my number 3. The reason being is that, like, in principle, like in terms of like the competition model, it's this with a bullet. But like it would just never get done. Like it just would never get done. Like it, not in a trillion years. I hate the huge feathers. That's just a complete separate thing. I know I could snip them off, but it's just like, yeah, we'll have these giant feathers that are bigger than his face and like compete with the axe for some reason. And like, I hate the fact that he's Phantom of the Opera-ing. Like he's come onto the battlefield and he's having to move his cloak out of the way. And he's like, "Hey, I have arrived." Like, what is this?
He's too dramatic in his like performance.
Yeah,
I hate it, and I've looked at that model a lot.
And it doesn't even look like his axe. It looks like an axe he's holding for someone else. Like oh, it's the Emperor's axe, and he's just like just being told to just stand with it for a little bit so it doesn't get lost. Which like, is it floating? I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot. So it's kind of like, yeah, I know this is a
lot to hate.
Yeah, I know this is a much worse competition model. It crosses the body, like, which sucks. But the sword is like seen in a nice profile. There's a variety of golds and leathers and cloths, so nothing, like, no one thing particularly dominates. Yeah, the face is bad, but you could swap it out for a face maybe. And this one, like, I just see this is this is resin. No. No.
Yeah, if we did. Oh, this one, middle one is resin too, right?
No, it's plastic. The middle one's
that's
plastic.
The plastic one. Right.
My 3, would I paint a Custodes? No. I was looking at the new Swordmaster recently, and as much as I love that model, I wouldn't paint it for competition.
I think the new ones are better, but the old ones are absolutely unpaintable. That they are too stubby and too detailed, and you can't do. And this is an example, at least in my book, of something that has locked you so hard into doing a thing, that you have no wiggle room. There's nothing you can do. You can paint it gold and red, and if you pick NMM, you can edge highlight everything, and now you're run out of space. That was it. So you have nothing for extra reflections. I don't enjoy any of them, and I think I enjoy the one on the very left the most, unfortunately. Yeah.
Enjoy that resin, Manus. Enjoy it.
No.
What about you, Dave?
Well, yeah. So this was meant to be another example of three models not to pick for competition. I'd probably go with Trajan Valoris, the middle one, but I'd be making some modifications, and I might even include his helmet just so that he doesn't look so he's just like this head not buried in the hole there. But I don't think these three, any of these, are a good pick for competition. I don't think Custodes are a great choice for competition either.
You would have to modify them. You have to make longer legs, and
the new Custodes are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Do have to admit the new one's pretty good.
Just shout out to my least favorite Custodes model, Valdor.
Yeah.
The
I love the character. Why did they have to do it like this?
And the concentration of detail. Look at that middle portion of it. It is so detailed. You can't see what is going on at all.
They have this like, oh, here's all the details on the model shot, and it's like, what is this?
I bought a copy, and I'm like, how am I ever going to figure out what to do with this monstrosity?
No.
Yeah, because I love Valdor as a character.
Yeah, cool dude, but not like this. No. Right. Okay. Good. Let's move on to some orcs.
Ooh.
Dave, you're
this one I've considered.
I'm up, am I?
Yeah, this is you.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're all three then. I don't want to put them in order.
Interesting.
I think the one on the left is slightly above the others.
This guy?
Yeah. I think that's
crossing his chest, and it's really far out in front. It's just a deal breaker for me. So I'd have to change the arms, and I probably would.
Yeah.
And then it becomes
if you could push, if you can push the arm down, so he's more like this, and I think this is. So I almost got this one because, but also I wanted to give him another weapon or something like that. But I think that's the closest. The middle one is too busy.
He's hunched.
Yeah, and he's a little bit hunched.
The hair will never look good.
No,
I think the way it's sculpted like this.
It's just a mess of. And I will say the one on the very right, it has this issue where it's wider than it's tall, and it becomes ugly looking. It's just aesthetically, it does not work at all. I don't like models that are.
It's got a terrible silhouette as well.
Yeah. It has a cool thing on the shoulder, like the little.
Yeah, yep.
Squiggly.
There's bits in all of these kits that are usable, and I think I own it, all of them.
Yeah.
It's very what's that PlayStation game where the robot dinosaurs? Aloy's in it.
I don't know.
Horizon Zero Dawn. It's very Horizon Zero Dawn coded. This thing, which is kind of cool. But for me, it's 1, 2, 3. But I think I wouldn't jump a leap to paint anyone. I, like you, Manus, I nearly bought this guy, the war boss or whatever he is. I hate this dude on top.
Oh, I love the little dude on top.
Yeah, I do too. That's the best thing, I think.
So for me, and this, I know this is a me issue. I hate like the comedic undertones of the orcs, and like I just like them as these big brutish creatures, and I think he just undercuts this guy because I just imagine him flying off like any moment. But like the new war boss, I think is one of the best models I've ever done. So yeah, swings and roundabouts.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, that new war boss is a banger too. That's something we're going to see in comps.
Yeah, let me grab him quickly because
that one, yeah, that one is amazing. Yeah. Yep. That is amazing. It has a little bit of the Yarick thing where it's
don't want him.
Nostalgia bomb.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice.
No, I agree. I
will say, what a horrific squig. Like,
Yeah.
this is a human soul trapped in a squig.
Yep,
Like, this is
it
awful.
is.
I think it's the paint job doing it.
Oh, right.
I hope so.
Good orcs. Right, Manus, you're up with these rat boys.
I don't like any of them, dude. I guess.
What are you laughing at, Bruce?
Just like whenever Manus goes like, it's like,
Yeah,
I just
don't
feel
know,
the
man.
pain.
Okay, so I think the one on the right is the one that I would be most likely to pick for a project I would paint. The one in the middle is a little too hunched over for me. I think it can be cool, but it would be tricky. And and the one on air guitaring on his, he's a big no-no for me. It looks weird and goofy, and he has the weapon in front, and I just don't like that at all.
Fair.
Yeah, I think that's my, and I will say I'm not about to to jump into any of those, but I will mark
But
down that I need the
1, 2,
Warboss, I
3.
need the Yarg and the
So you're
Elder.
making a shopping list as we go through.
So,
what about you, Dave?
yeah, I agree. Actually had a different perspective because I started painting the one in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was making him for a scene with a witch hunter, and that's going to be one that I've started painting that I'll abandon because I realized I think this is quite a popular model, and it's one of those ones that like looks good. And it can trap you into thinking, "Ooh, this is pretty sweet."
Yeah.
Like the spinny dagger he's holding, the pose, the standing on the gate is interesting. He's up higher, but yeah, the way he's hunched over, that there isn't any really good angle to capture with his head and his face, and that front on angle that you're seeing of his face there is the most front on, and then as you rotate it, it just becomes disconnected a bit, and so I don't think it's the best.
I wonder
choice in
how
the
much
model.
how much better it would have been if it hadn't been looking straight, but it had been looking slightly to the side. So it's kind of like slightly looking between the two, like the blade and the arm.
Oh, you mean to the bottom, the character's bottom right, or?
Yeah.
So looking.
Yeah, so I think you could probably rotate the head a little bit around in there, but I still think it's going to be a big problem because the face just overhangs just in front so far.
It was funny, Dave, because as you were saying that, I pulled up the 3D view of it because I was like, I'm sure there's a better angle of this, and I've just rotated them. There's not. It is actually quite striking how, like, even though this main angle is flawed, it's the best one.
I mean, I do think you can do some cool things with it, and we have seen it before.
We have seen some good. Yeah, it's not to say that it's awful.
No, but you have to work for it.
Yeah, and it's also going to make you work hard for it too. So it's not going to come easy, and then you'll be painting it, and you're feeling like, oh, this isn't working as well as I want it to, and it's just then you get into that sort of unhappy phase of painting, and you overdo things, and it ends up being unhappy, and it just comes across in the work. And if a model ever starts feeling like that, I think it's a good time to just think, okay, time to put it down for a rest, and then come back. And if it still feels like that when you come back, then put it down.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's not too bad.
Yep.
It isn't too bad. It isn't too bad. The weapon needs a little bit of a twist, and
the banner is maybe wishing to be not quite so straight up and down.
Yeah, I agree.
This model is a trap, eh? Look at that.
It is. It looks like it should be a good model.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
No.
Look at the eyes on his mask as well. They're these big round eyes with a big black socket around them. Not a lot you can do with it.
And like,
it's dangerous.
They've just, the way they painted these rats makes them look like cardboard cutouts, which is very weird.
But aren't they?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I thought they were like mechanical rats.
I don't know. I just think they're just like Because this
Oh,
dude's
Just the way
rats.
they're painted, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
very interesting. But no, the energy I'd lose my mind at. The smoke I'd lose my mind at. The fact that this weapon covers his body I'd lose my mind at.
I generally think it's a good idea to avoid any model that traps you into potentially having to do OSL, and so the energy beams.
Yeah, I agree.
If a model's going to ask you to do OSL and that puts it outside of your choice, then it's already becoming something that you can't do enough with.
And I especially have it in situations where, so at least to me, it becomes a little bit better if the OSL is low. If the OSL is up top, it's a definite no-go for me because it means that it will fight with the main light in some way, and I will never ever, because it just looks bad. Yeah.
Right. End of first column. These boys. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the gender of these people. I shouldn't assume the gender of these people.
These guys, I guess.
These guys. This is me, isn't it? You were that, weren't you, Manus?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. The
that's
order as
interesting.
given. I think this guy's great. I do think this guy's great. I think obviously the flame would be tricky, but the pose is really open. I love the face. It's just full of like interest. The armor's cool. The cloth is like just the right amount. I don't know what this is. I'm sure it has a lore thing, but like there's a lot there that I like. I prefer this model as like just base aesthetics, but I just lose my mind with these bats. I mean, I guess you could tear them off, in which case I would have this as a second, but I think both of these two on the right are bad competition models. Like in principle, this has a lot of variety. It doesn't do anything for me.
Hunched over and weapon in the front.
Yeah. Yep. No, this is a cool weapons hidden. There's a trillion bats. The fur is blah.
I
so
think
it's
the
like,
fur is what's the worst with the last one. I guess
I would just rather
if you
paint
could-
this than I'd paint this, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dave, are you the same? Are you 1, 2, 3? No.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I think so. I'm looking at the last one and I'm thinking, okay, if I could rearrange the bats just a little bit, it wouldn't be too horrible. I would almost have them escape from her rather than
coming over the top. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because if you can't,
if
you
could
could
become really interesting there.
Yeah, because then it becomes like an ethereal extension, and I think then it's pretty. I mean, the fur is always horrible, but you could maybe sculpt or fill it a little bit or whatever to soften it, and then we're really close to a model that is actually pretty good. The first one, I hate the OSL in the middle. You have like this, and with a no, I just hate that, and I don't
it's
like.
It's got to go. For me, I'd be changing the right hand.
Yeah, right. Because it's like two in the front of like. I hate that. I wish it had been so. If it had just been down the side a little bit to like in the direction of the cloak, it would have been awesome. You would have opened it up a little bit, and it would have been less of a closed composition like this, and it would have been an amazing model for me. But I think the way that it's kind of like almost like holding an egg or holding a.
What?
Yeah.
Why does he have hooks in his hair?
Drukari things.
Okay.
They whip people with their hair and cut them. That's their eliteness.
Yeah.
Damn. Fair enough. Okay.
So I think it's the best model, but I think both of the left and the right needs work to be, at least for me. And I think I see more potential on the right-sided one if the kit allowed for the top kind of bats to be an extension of the others.
So
I
like
wonder
it's really directional.
how connected in or like built in they are as part of the hat. But I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to change them. I think that one's actually got the most potential with changes as is. It's probably the last, but then if you make some changes, it jumps to the head of the crew. But I also think the middle one, while it has the stick across the front. I really would want to see this one in person and see how it moves, because I think there is some sort of potential in this. But maybe it probably just doesn't get there enough to get it up the ladder. So I probably would never buy it.
We're a little bit back to the whole static of just being horizontal. Had it been twisted a little bit and had it been maybe a little less hunched over, well, we're pretty close to something that could have been.
Yeah, I like the mask.
Yeah.
Interesting. I hate them.
I actually. Oh, really? I actually also like the weapon. I think
this thing. I think the weapon has a lot of potential. I'd have to get rid of these beads because obviously they imply directionality.
Sure.
But these like entwine. It's like an evil Rod of Asclepius. I quite like it.
Yeah.
It's probably the scale of the helmet is what I don't like. Like I think it should be smaller. But okay, that's a column done.
Yeah, that was tricky.
I mean, it seems that Yarrick and this dude were our favorite from.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I really like the seer.
This guy?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Top 3 for the column.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that guy.
I'd happily paint any of these and have a good time.
Yeah. I think so.
Right.
I look forward to seeing them painted.
Second column. And
is it Dave?
Dave, yeah.
I think it is my turn, yeah. Well, then the Leontis on the left, the guy on the horse, is number 1. The sister on the machine is number 2. And then the guy is number 3 because his face is just so whacked out that I don't know what anyone can do with that. So that's just got to get completely changed. But it's actually kind of a decent model other than that.
It has a little bit of the hunchy nature to it also, but it could just be the fat belly and the. I hate the walker. I'll just say it. I would never, ever in a million years. You couldn't even pay me no.
Yeah, I probably never would either. But it, as a stock model, I just kind of like this for its 40K-ness. Like it's just so 40K.
Yeah, I agree. It is very 40K.
Is that a nice way of saying stupid?
No, it is
gave
very
your
40K.
chair legs and guns. Off you go. Does it offer me any protection? No. It actually leaves you fully exposed to everything in the front. But
it's 40K-ness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have faith, why? Maybe they won't even hit you. Right?
That's fair. I mean, you got your baby.
She's got a power armor.
Yeah. Should be fine.
No helmet.
So, Dave, you're a you're a 1, 2, 3. So left, right, middle. Manus, you're a 1, 2, 3.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think. If push comes to shove, I'd probably actually follow Dave. Yeah, just because there's something about servo skulls that I don't like them. Like, I get this guy's maybe meant to be floating with a gun, but then there's this piping. Where does it terminate? Is it coming around the back? It just always feels awkward to me. I just don't.
And it's also over detailed, right? So the thing is that you have a cluster of details that are removed from the main body. So the main focus is actually pretty clean. If you just rip that servo skull off, and you could give it a different face, I think this is really close to being a good model.
I like this guy, though.
I think this is actually a great model.
You don't see it very often, do you?
I'm thinking immediately about the paintability of it. So the thing is that with the flowy cloak and how does it connect, and is it like some of these kits are like you have to put everything together, otherwise it's wonky. And if you just can put the legs on and you have the top part removable, it's A+, I think.
But if not, you
just have
a lot of room
to express yourself with detail. Like there's detail in the face area, but then there's also like the leather gloves, and then the plates on the horse are kind of like big and open and free to paint. The sword has got like nice paintable areas. So it's got the right amount of mix of detail and open areas in the right places to really appeal. Yeah, I think I'll probably try and paint that one day. Different base though.
Looking at the sprue, it doesn't look too bad actually. Definitely very paintable.
I just remember
Cool.
I read from the Skaven type the one Tebow won a demon with his was converted, right? But putting that kit together was me thinking, hey, yeah, that's going to be nope, not at all. Yeah.
Cool models, but not. I mean, other than this one, I wouldn't. Yeah.
I still really like the Sister of Battle. I hope someone paints that because I'll never paint it myself, but I want to see someone paint it just because I just find it so appealing.
I want to see 2 of these on a bigger platform with its own set of legs. So it's just legs upon legs.
Legs with legs.
Yeah. Ramanus.
Land Road.
Oh, yeah. You got some Eldar.
Now we have one where I love all of them, huh? Okay. Oh my goodness, it is close. So the bird guy with a smaller weapon is great. The blue guy is probably my favorite, and then Fuegan kind of needs the axe to not be in front. Damn, but these are really close. I think I like the blue guy best, and then bird guy with a small weapon pointing downwards. Or maybe he has that raise too. But if we're looking only at these photos, blue guy, Fuegan, and then bird guy.
Blue guy, Fuegan, bird guy.
Yeah.
What about?
I think that's
Azaman is this guy.
Azaman, okay.
And this is Baharoth.
Baharoth, okay.
What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm a tie between Azaman and Fuegan, and then Baharoth is following behind. I don't like the silhouette of the helmet with the feathers in that kind of like symmetrical triangle.
No, I agree.
I think I'd want to, I don't know, take the helmet off and have them not have a helmet on or something. But it's still a pretty nice model. And
I hate the big weapon going in front of the wing completely.
Yeah, so it's probably not going to make it above the other 2 for me. So it doesn't get a look in because the other 2 is pretty sick.
Yeah, Fuegan is so close. I really wish that the axe wasn't in front of the leg and kind of like pointing a little bit outwards into the 3-dimensional. That's the only thing because
I'll turn it myself.
Yeah, right.
Just turn his wrist so that it's like just
pointing a little bit more
with his arm rather than falling.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I need to ask this for my own sanity. Neither of you are bothered by this gun?
Nope.
Nah.
It's so stupid.
Really?
Look at him. He's ready for his close combat action with his axe.
He's a sniper.
But when he's not there, he has this stupid it's that it's both in this one moment just frustrates me.
I love it. It's so 40K.
I'm not bothered at all.
Because if let's say there's some guys on the horizon that he needs to take down. He may as well just become a jouster with this gun. The gun will reach them before the axe does. Which is a shame because if I could just end the gun here, I'd think it's the coolest shit ever. But
I don't know, man. I like that it is kind of long in that direction too.
Yeah, I think it has a nice silhouette. Because of
this is a 1-3-3 for me. I hate these 2 so much.
Interesting.
This guy looks like a crew.
Too much. Yeah, I agree. I think with a smaller weapon and an actual face, I think the Baharoth or whatever he was called, I think he's pretty good. I mean, you would have to change the base because the base is the goofy, just whatever. But yeah,
I like the idea of
Ashburn
Frogan.
is
I've seen some cool versions of it. I just don't like the gun. Azamund's cool.
no. We've seen it painted.
Yeah, twice now. Very well.
Yeah.
Orange is a very striking color on the shelf as well. So
Yeah.
that has appeal.
Right. I get Nurgle. This is great. This is a great
Some
show
good choices
made.
in this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna surprise myself, I think.
they're all ones for Bruce.
So I would probably do it 1, 2, 3. I think this, and like that's just in terms of like vibes at the moment. I think if you ask me what I'd enjoy painting the most, it's this guy, the Sloppity Bile Piper, just because like I'm a little bit because I'm painting nothing but non-mat at the moment. I'm like looking at all these organics thinking, oh, this is the promised land. We could have so much fun stippling all this, and it's kind of a fun challenge to separate out these organic elements like well. But the Lord of Poxes or whatever, there's just some cool stuff going on. I started off by hating the fact that this sword was slung across his back. And there's still maybe things I would do with the blade, but he's just this hulking monstrosity that, you know, you can have a lot of fun with. This is awful. This is just a nightmare of nightmares. And not it's quite a skill to be both too angular and too soft. And yet here we have it. What do you even paint this arm bit as? Like, is it
dangling
flayed
flesh
skin?
or something?
Yeah, but it's really like it's because
so
it's edge
hard.
highlighted. Yeah.
I actually think the top and the rear right of the demon is actually quite good. Like the silhouette of that thing on his back and the weapon just there. Like if you just take that and put that on another model, it's actually a really powerful silhouette. So I think that's a good add-on for some other Nurgle demon or model. But the rest of the front, the head down is pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, the only one that I would paint is the middle guy.
Lord of Boxes. Let's go.
I think that's a great model.
Yeah, me too.
Because it has like open space to do stuff, and yeah, and it has detail still. It's kind of menacing, and I will say that the Bile Piper, I have it, so you can have mine if you want to.
Yeah, I'll have yours.
Yeah, I will never. So the thing is, this guy has like a massive thing in front of himself. The paint ability goes down heaps. Like you can't get in, and he's actually quite small, like slender, because he's one of the demons, right? So he is much less chunky. He's much less chunky than it looks like he is here, next to the
yeah. It'd be a very challenging model to paint, but I think also rewarding if you can get it right.
I agree, but I don't think I can.
Yeah.
Kia's, I think, is just to paint it like David Soper, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, I would if I could. Trust me.
Me too.
Yeah. So I don't think, and I think my issue with the other demon is, when I'm looking at it, it is very like top heavy, and then you have like two stanky legs, and it's like, no.
Yeah. No. I don't think any of these are particularly good for competition.
I think the middle one really is.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so too.
Do you think there's enough there?
That's one of my top for the page.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I just hate that so much of the sword is hidden, but I guess you see enough of it.
Yeah. I don't think you need to see. I think that's good because the thing is, you can do a lot of creative stuff with your own kind of cracks or your own kind of
Yeah, that's true.
weathering or whatnot, and the model kind of commands it anyway. So I don't want them to sculpt that stuff in. I think it is exactly as open as you want it to be, and yeah,
Yeah, fair. Right, Dave, more Nurgle.
I've painted one of these.
Well, okay, so Typhus, the middle one first, then the guy on the left second, and then the one on the right is a far, far third.
Yeah, I agree completely.
And the guy on the left, his weapon needs to be rotated out again. Like,
Yep.
so that he's like...
And Typhus needs to lose all the flies.
All the bugs, yeah, all the flies.
All the garbage that just covers him,
Yeah. Typhus is actually pretty nice if you remove those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a nice like silhouette with the weapon, and he's like, yeah, it's actually not
reaching it.
too bad.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty good versions of Typhus as well. So.
In terms of bad silhouettes, this guy is doing a number, isn't he?
And dude, it is packed with details that you can't see really because of the way it's rotated on the wings or what. Oh my goodness!
All those round spots, he's just covered in circles. It just it's something that Nurgle does, but I don't know, they're big circles or something, and it's so bad. I thought I would like this model when I was going through the like painting Nurgle phase. I wanted to paint this when I tried to assemble it. I'm like, oh, this is just what the hell is this?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I enjoyed painting Typhus, I will say. I enjoyed painting it.
Typhus is cool. I like the Death Shroud as an idea and a concept. I would definitely like get rid of all the garbage on him, but there's a lot there.
Yeah.
I have that model. He's up there. I like that this guy just has his own face on his banner. He's like, yay, I'm my biggest fan.
I'm rooting for me.
Yeah.
I like the movement, the weight, the weight transfer. Like the banner's going to this way and then he's going this way. And I think the gun, and he's just plodding along like,
yeah.
Can just see him underneath that mask, just sort of like chuckling to himself, I'm coming.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think even if you twisted the gun hand, it would be even stronger, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't think none of us are disagreeing with Dave there. 1, 2, 3. Should have brought
but
a tier list.
Number 2 is close to Typhus.
Yes,
I think
I
that model can make a really good Death Guard.
Yeah, I agree. I'd change this face, but right, Magnus.
Yeah,
back to some
golden boys. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me! I think the middle one is almost paintable. So that
almost.
So the thing is that the sword is wacky because of the, and I hate a flat shield. I just, at least it's to the side, so it's open. That's okay. Sword is, needs to be twisted a little bit. Then it's okay. I think the stubby guy is unpaintable. He again, we're back to one that is wider than it's tall, and it looks.
He looks like a
dwarf
Custodes.
Yeah. So it's just not going to happen. This one has a nice silhouette. It is so over detailed, and it's again one of the models where you need to basically do full assembly or mostly full assembly. Otherwise, if I thought I could battle through it, that would be my number one. Yeah.
Actually, really like that one. Yeah.
If I had the confidence in myself to think I could battle through it, it would be my number one. I wish again spear twisted, but you could just do that. And the middle one is almost paintable, and the left one is not at all. It's too weird.
This guy was squashed in Photoshop.
Yeah, it's too weird.
They took this model.
So straight.
They just squashed it, but like down the wrong way.
Yeah, only in one. Yeah, on one axis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morwen is okay. It's just that it's so detailed, so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would make
Going
for a
on.
good competition model if you can pull it off really well.
Yeah,
It would be like,
Yeah.
I've seen one. Who was it that did one for competition that was really great? I think it won a demon.
Let me check.
might have
I
been Will
misremember?
Brightly.
I don't know. I can't remember.
What's the model called again?
Morwen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
Morwen.
think
MOHRV. I don't know how to spell it. Morven. MORRVEHN. Maybe.
Oh, I got it.
yeah. I also will admit I can't quite remember, but I thought I saw it before in the vehicle.
This is the only one in the
Was
category.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Adepticon 2022.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that one is
Bit of
cool.
freehand too. Nice.
Yeah, that one is cool.
But this is instructive because, like, you're seeing what changes are
Yeah, it's slightly
necessitated.
twisted and
Complete weapon swap. It's neat.
this one looks
I think
great.
it need to change that much.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I'd agree. 1, 2, 3 backwards. This one,
Yeah.
then this one. I mean, I'd never paint this one at all.
But middle one is even pretty close to paintable, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just it's like
If I do a Custodes again, it will be this one.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
best of the new bunch, I think.
It's close at least.
Cool. Is it me now? Get rid of that.
Hey, one of these are good.
I think it's 1, 2, 3. But this is like a 3 that's like 100. I just think it's awful. And I like Ultramarines. I'm an Ultramarines fan. Like the Lion, I wouldn't paint him, but I like there's so much in the pose. There's so much that you can get out. The gold on the shield that leads into this blade is cool. Yeah, the face is super nice. All the details that are shown are nice. So you could just have a lot of play. Abaddon has a lot of that, but there's just so much detail. Like, it's like the Custodes. You'd be needing to pick out each and every bit. I think when it's done well, it's super impressive. I will say I hate his sword.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, I know it's a trapped
Nightmare
demon or
fuel.
whatever, but give me a cool sword that you can do in a non-met, and I'm all over it. Not this. And Guilliman is awful.
Look at those stanky legs. No, thank you.
I hope they do him again.
I hope they do him again, because this ain't.
They've done Kalgar like 3 times now, so give us a better guild.
Look at, like, it's just his crotch. I know.
So I've painted this model before, and when I was assembling it and putting it together, I was just so blown away by this kit. Like, they did an incredible job putting this together. But it is.
Yeah. I've had it. I never painted it, but yeah, I agree.
The kit is incredible, but oh god, it's so much work to try and make it better, and he's just so strangely proportioned. Like, he's got this tiny little hips, the waistline or whatever, and then
I don't even understand.
chest.
He must be like super thick, like Slender Man in
He
an
is.
armor. Like,
he's tiny, but his head's
his
giant.
limbs definitely aren't.
And his torso is like so long. Oh, it's so bad. Some parts of it, it's so bad when you really look at it.
I will say that my issue with the lion is the layers upon layers of cloak. I hate that. It is almost unpaintable for me just because of that.
You'd be there
The
for a
way
while
that-
painting cloak, wouldn't you? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, just like you can't get in properly, and no. And I will say the Abaddon is only good with the cloak
Yeah.
because it gives it
Because
more weight.
Yeah, and his arms are just too straight out to the side that it's too noticeable when the cloak's not there.
Yeah, I think it's actually a good model with the cloak on.
What What's going on with the demons trapped in the dude's belt? That's weird. I don't
Is it
notice
not
that before.
just a
It's just
thing they
skulls.
do?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Miriam
Has
and their obsession with skulls.
so there's
Yeah.
been a few Aberdons at GD. There's never been a Lionel win a demon.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is actually
There've been a lot of
interesting.
people enter him though.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
sure he's been entered a lot.
He's entered a lot. He's just yet to win.
I will say it's also very close to being a great model. Like very close. It's almost only the layers upon layers of cloak that is turning me off. Otherwise, it's very, very close.
I think it just is a great model for me.
Yeah. It's not.
I don't love the cloak either though. Like having to paint all that. Ugh. Could probably make a better choice and would.
Shout out to Jose Ramos, who painted 2 of these models in
Yeah,
a duel.
yeah.
Cool. Gilliman's won a demon, which
Yeah.
was painted
Sure. Oh, right. Okay.
Aidan Daly, of course.
Yeah.
It's cool. But Flaming Sword, just give me a cool sword for non-mat, and I'm happy.
No, I agree. Not the demon sword, not the flame sword. No.
No. Right, Dave, take us to Space Wolf Corner.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, this one's a tough one because they're all good.
Yeah.
But I'd probably go the guy in the middle, Ragnar Blackmane, then the guy on the left, Arjak Rockfist, and then the wolf priest on the right last because he's got too much crappy fur.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't love the cloak for painting. So yeah, I don't think I'd go the other. Yeah, I'll almost make the other two like equal first as well. I might rotate the hammer down a little bit on the Terminator guy just to get it out of the way a little bit from the front view, but also, yeah, he's got the nice movement of weight and like the dynamism in a Terminator armor. I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, the issue with the middle one, what is he called, Ragnar, is that he's just, you can clearly see how it's older. Like the dynamism is not quite the same, and the way they but I actually
Capture
like
the
that
weight,
model.
yeah.
I have many times almost gotten it.
His sword is super cool.
Yeah. It's got some really cool like nostalgia hits in that model too. Just really cool space Viking.
And is so close to it's cool.
Arjak's my number one. I just the fact that it's the newer model probably tips me over the edge. Like there's a lot to like on this, but I just think Arjak is super cool. And obviously you have the alternate version where he's mid throwing the hammer. I really like. I think that's super cool. I love Terminator armor anyway. The shield is neat. Even the silhouette here, I kind of like. He's like just powerful. This guy doesn't do it for me. I was looking at the model the other day, weirdly, and maybe it's in the paint job, not in the model. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. It looks like he's got a monkey face that he puts on.
There is something. This one also just reeks of older model, right?
Yeah, it does. It's got some. Yeah, it's got some appeal, and I think it's a lot maybe in the paint job.
I think so.
But I wouldn't pick it over the other two any day.
No, and I think the two, like, are very close.
And then one on the right, the silhouette's too blurred.
Yeah, I really like this base.
Yeah,
you steal that. Right, Tau Kroot Corner.
Yeah, but
Go on. Sorry, Manus.
No, I was just about to say, I think actually the silhouette is a little bit better if it's just ever so slightly twisted, the middle one. So if you twisted it, counterclockwise at 5 degrees or something like that, only ever a slight twist, I think it's actually better.
Yeah, to get the arm out in front of the cloak,
Yeah.
Like
you're doing that for us, Bruce?
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit higher up of an angle, though.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
quite limited with what GW let you have.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick. It's a pretty sick model.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think so.
Let's
Yeah,
see
I
if I
think
can
so.
just hop slightly different, bit higher. Yeah, it's nice. A lot of that to like.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Kroot and Tau.
Hmm.
This is you, Magnus.
Mm.
I guess the pointy guy on the left isn't. It's pretty okay.
I hate
Yeah.
pointing fingers personally.
Really?
I can't stand them. They're just so ugh. I'll never have a pointy finger in anything I do. I mean, the model's actually good.
Yeah. I don't mind it too much.
I like the
Think
simplistic.
of it.
Look over there.
Yeah. I don't like the middle one at all. No. I guess the right one is. Yeah, that one is pretty good too. I wonder if a slight twist to that one too had been a better angle again,
A bit more
and then it would probably have
front
been
on.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
then
I think that one needs to be like turned like you're saying, but then the guy's head needs to be turned to the left as well, so he's shouting off to the left, and then his
Yeah,
face
that's a
needs
good
to be
point.
front on too.
Yeah,
And
that's a good.
then that one is for me. Sorry, these are your top three, so I
No.
shouldn't get-
But I agree. If it had a slight twist, I think the silhouette would have been better because it's almost like the silhouette gets a bit squished now.
Yeah,
And if you twist it, you get more of
get
the
the
length of.
spikes.
Yeah. And then you can turn the head. Yeah, I agree. It's probably that one. The middle one is a 10 for me or something. Like I would never ever go that direction. But
Same problem
it's
as
too front
Foigan.
on, and it's
Giant
too.
gun and close combat weapon. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you hate that.
I hate it. And like I don't know what this knife is. That
And also, he looks like he's
It's in a
walking
sheath.
slow.
yeah,
Why
he's
is
left
he
the knife in
raising
his
up
sheath.
a sheath? Yeah, I don't understand it.
He's having a bad day. You got hit over the
Pointy
head hard.
guy finger is not bad to me, actually. I think it's.
That would be my number one. I know it has
Yeah.
problems, but I don't like Kroot in general. So I would pay none of these. But
I think Kroot can be done really well.
yeah, they can.
Yeah.
City's Kroot is
Oh,
amazing.
Saw City, yeah, exactly. Yeah, one of my favorites ever.
Yeah. So just paint like City, easy. Everyone could do that. Cool. Right. Moving on.
Oh my goodness.
1, 2, 3,
I
but
think I have to agree.
they're all flawed in different ways. I would like never in a billion years would I paint this Tech Marine. There's like weapons across his body. This arm makes no sense that in fact, I use it when I need to like claw grab toys in front of me.
And also, it's too dangly. Like,
Oh,
could you at least have put it in motion in some kind of? I don't know, man.
like he's got his knee welder ready to like no.
It's coming from his backpack. It's another one. There's another claw coming from his backpack.
Okay, so he's clawed up, but no, never. This guy I don't mind the amount of fur.
No, I think it's pretty good. Close to like the sword needed to.
Yeah,
be
sword
twisted,
needs a
but-
tweak. I'd like to open up the shield a tiny bit, but not much. The fur would
Yeah.
make me quite sad, but is paintable. The face is super cool.
Face is good.
Yeah.
But
Now
I don't think that one is horrible. I
I've
don't think that
painted
one's
Torgaradon, and it's not an enjoyable process.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's a
a cool-
tricky one, that one. It makes you think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that,
I don't.
I painted
don't
him
disagree.
way
The
too
cloak.
early on in my journey. Yeah. There's so
Everyone
much.
I've seen painting the cloak has just experienced pain.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Damn. Oh shit.
And the face is like awful. It's like you think, yeah, he's just like, it looks like one of those memes where someone shrunk the features in the face.
Yeah, it's true.
this gun isn't like it looks fine here, but in profile it's awful, which is a
Also,
shame.
can we talk about another model that is very top heavy, very stanky leg? I just hate it. I don't know what it is, but it's like when they have all of this going on and they become almost like chibi
Yeah.
coated. I don't enjoy that at all.
You know what? The more I look at these
Space Wolf
two,
is
the more I think this guy's brilliant.
yeah.
I'm like, actually, there's very
Just
little I change.
so much fur that you can never
The
paint.
fur
Yeah.
would
I don't think any of these models should be picked. That like
No.
maybe
No.
the guy on the left head is a good translation for something else, but
Yeah.
man, none of these models are good.
Okay. Are we
I picked them
taking
all to be bad choices.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Is there anything that we take from this column as like these two Nurgles we quite liked? This Lord of Poxes, that was your top
I
in the
like
column.
and I
And
like
the
the
Eldar.
Asherman.
Yeah. I'd say there's a lot in this column. Quite cool.
Yeah, the Eldar, the guy on a horse,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just
Some
there's quite a
Nurgles.
quite a few good choices in this column. Lion Johnson, Morven Val,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it can.
the
Yeah.
two Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff here.
Right, final column.
I think that the thing with the middle column is you have less of the models being like pure bangers where you're like, yes, this is absolutely a model you should paint, and more like, yeah, these could be good if
It makes you think about it more. Like you know, Yarrick is just like, I just want to paint Yarrick. Whereas the Lord of Poxes is like, I really want to paint this, but it has some caveats and needs some thought. And
yeah, and you need to do some
It's gonna
things.
be
Yeah.
challenging.
yeah. Cool. Right. We're moving to the age of Sigmar.
It's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn, yeah.
Okay. So this one is just going to be left to right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And the one on the right should be higher, but it's also not for a very particular reason.
Yeah, that's funny because I like the one on the right better than the middle one.
Yeah, so the one in the middle is pretty bad, but the one on the right with this
Abraxia.
angle, the head of the creature just being straight on like this.
Yeah, that is so weird.
is-
That is
is-
such a weird.
It's broken, and I think it needs to be completely like changed, and to change that is a huge job to convert that head into a different position. You've got like all the plates on the back to redo, and I don't know, it doesn't work for me. I don't
No,
know
that's a
how
good.
to change it, so it just makes the mold just completely just like goodbye.
Yeah, that's actually very unfortunate because I think if they had it looking more in the direction of the yeah, kind of like this, but with the other body. So it was looking more in the direction of the rider.
Yeah,
Or like he's looking, I think it would have been a banger of a model.
yeah, because the head is really good.
Yeah, it is. That is
I
unfortunate.
don't want anyone getting to a position where they can see the face like from this angle in my scene. So it needs to be like tilted down and forward and then rotated a little bit like this.
Yeah.
This symmetrical straight on view should not be visible to the viewer if they're looking at my scene, unless they're like tilting it up and down to see it. It's just so
No, I
bad.
agree.
Damn, I like it.
But the rest of the model's actually pretty nice. It's
Yeah, it is.
unfortunate.
Just checking. Has Abraxia ever won a demon? No, she has not.
I don't think so.
Okay, then what? Like, I'm very interested because I think this is an absolute mess, and you had it as number 1. So
Yeah, so I wouldn't pick any of these actually, like
No,
personally,
no,
but
I
from
wouldn't.
ranking these 3, this one has the best sort of like pose, the dynamism,
Yeah,
the
and it has
silhouette.
an okay silhouette. Yeah.
But the chain reins, they've
Would
got to
have
go.
to be leather.
Yep. They've just got to go. There's just way
Yep.
too much like detail in that area of the model to just obscure some stuff. And I'm not sure about the head
100.
of the creature as well, but it's not that bad. It's just very small looking.
It's okay for me. It's okay.
But just the rest of the scene, the bucking, and then the angle of the axe, the angle of the back banners, the way
Yeah.
that the tail is curling around, the rest of it's pretty nice. I think something good could be made from this. It just needs a bit of work, but it could become an absolute banger in the
I think
right
this guy's,
circumstances.
I like him. Look at this guy.
I don't like it. It's pointing
Man,
towards the viewer with the sword, and it has big shield blocking.
And that derpy
It's
head.
out for me. Yeah. Yeah. That one is out for me for
I
sure.
actually think put a regular guy's head on this and it changes the entire model, and rotate his hand so he's pointing forward.
Yeah.
With his sword, it changes everything. It could actually become kind of good because the body, I don't mind the shield being in the way in this case because it's got interesting stuff on it. There's potential in this model. And it's not so much work to change as Abraxia.
This is my 1. This is my 2.
No, Abraxia is like, yeah, it is so unfortunate because,
isn't it?
Yeah. I've actually looked at Abraxia as a thing where I was considering, maybe it could be a large entry for me. But I agree with you that the head is just, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
Right. Flesh Eater Courts. Magnus.
Boy.
Flesh Eater Courts and vampires? I don't know who this person is.
They're all Flesh Eater Courts.
Okay, cool.
Or, I don't know what those guys on the left are. I don't know if they are still flesh eaters. They're in the death.
Damn, this is hard. Okay, so I hate the fur, but I guess I'm picking left, middle, right. Yeah, I think I would. I don't like the one on the right too much. It's another very top-heavy one. It is hunched over, tons of details. I think the simpleness of the middle one is much better, but I don't think it allows you to show too much skill. Maybe middle, then the left, and then the right. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So middle number 1, then
Yeah, I
this
think
dude,
so.
then
Yeah.
this person. Dave,
Yeah,
what do you think? You remembered maybe
Yeah,
a
you were
different
not.
view.
So I think all 3 of these are deceptive models. They look like they're good, but they're actually
I don't think
terrible
any
choices.
of them are. Yeah.
All of them look like they could be a good idea to use for competition. They've got interesting silhouette. They've got weight, movement, balance. But then when you get down to thinking about how are you going to show your skills, what are you going to do to like make it stand out from the crowd and not just be something that just sits on the shelf? Like you could paint this to be a display model and it'd be all good. But if you're going for a competition, none of these would be a good choice, I don't think.
No, I agree.
I think, this is my 1, 2. I'm same as you, Magnus, but
yeah.
And this is a
the guy in the middle is my number 1, then the left
Yeah.
number 2, and the guy on the right number 3.
Yeah.
These 2 are Flesh Eater Courts. This guy is a Soul Blight Gravelord, so slightly different, but still cool. Like this.
So-
I love the idea of painting this, but it's not a competition model.
No, and it's hunched over again, and it's like it has a nice silhouette, and also it is small, and it doesn't allow you to show too much of anything.
Yeah.
You
really need to really flex hard on a model that's small. It's got that little going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think this guy gets annoyed?
But for someone like me, it would be the middle one, actually. Like, I mean, painting something and flexing hard on. Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah, it's just how this guy's bones must always like spin around and whack him in the face when he uses his weapon.
Yeah, anything that's got those kind of bones tied onto as part of the plastic, like I think it's never going to be able to be painted real well. It's going to be a nightmare fuel to paint that. I'd be wanting to get rid of him or something.
Fair. Right, let's move on to back to 40k briefly.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn. What's this guy called? I always forget his name.
Helbrecht.
That's the one. I would go 1 with Azrael, 2 with Helbrecht, 3 with this guy. The only reason is I think this guy's actually probably better than Helbrecht, but Helbrecht is so busy. But this is just an older model that doesn't appeal to me in a way. Like there's just something awkward in the way that the face is done and the posing. I don't know. I think Helbrecht is very hard to do well, personally. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Ooh, I think all these three are middle, right? Like middle. They have issues, but yeah, I think actually all three of these are potential, but not quite there for me. Like I even painted an Astral. I will say it was fairly enjoyable. I hate the banner on the back, so I of course removed it. And
Yeah, he's got some good parts. I'm never a big fan of the robes on Space Marines.
yeah,
They're always like too thick and too not detailed enough or something. They're never really that great fun to paint. And then his gun has the weird like side loading
yeah, which is annoying.
magazine, which is weird. But that helmet and his sword are just really cool.
Yeah, I covered the
It's just-
the clogs and stipples to do something with it.
Yeah. And I think Helbrecht is the top of the list for me in this one, but I wouldn't paint it for competition ever because of the chains. Just the black central bits of the chains that you just can't do anything with because they're just part of the plastic.
Yeah.
They're just impossible to make look good enough.
Is
I
there a
don't know.
helmeted
There's also
version?
to me, I don't know. There is.
His face. Sorry.
Yeah, I do too. And I would also like. I hate the servitors, and I don't like the scene with the dead orc either. I don't know what it is, but I guess you could just put him on something else, and it would be fine.
Yeah, but why is he cleaning the sword? It's still in the orc.
I mean,
It's not going to get cleaner. It's still in there.
it's a servitor. He doesn't know any better, or whatever they
his
are.
job is just clean the sword.
And he sees it's dirty.
This is a relic sword. It's silly, but it's so very Black Templar. I like it. But
Yeah.
it's also some whack. I don't think I'd pick any of these,
as I said,
though.
I think they're pretty close, but it's like they're not good competition models in general.
Yeah, I'm surprised you decided to paint as Manus.
Yeah, I just wanted to paint it for forever because I think it has like a nice, basically the top third of it is really nice.
Yeah.
Almost like the bust.
The bust version's
Yeah.
ready. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially if you twist it a little, because I like that the look where it was twisted a little bit more, so you saw a little bit more of the outstretched. So he's pointing less towards you and more towards the side.
Yeah.
I quite like that, and it had it. And as I said, I took the banner off because I didn't want it obscuring the silhouette of the helmet, and yeah, then it becomes quite nice. I should have made it into a micro bust, I think, and just had fun.
Yeah. Instead, you went full Golden Demon crunchy. So like
Yeah.
this, where it's a bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a bit more.
I quite like his
Not
face.
quite as turned, but
the bottom
a
half
little
of the
bit.
robes need to be fixed or something.
Yeah.
Like that, so
Yeah.
pain.
Okay. This is me, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate them all. I hate them all. 1, 2, 3. I think all of them have flaws. I think the one I would enjoy painting the most is probably this dude in the middle, but he has a lot going on. So much going on.
And he's got to get a face swap big time.
Yeah.
And he has the cross. I guess the crossbow isn't too bad, but it's like
in this case, I think it's a case of the crossbow being okay. Like, I generally,
Yeah.
I think I'd pretty much just avoid it if I can choose something else, and I usually always would. But this is an instance where it actually isn't
Yeah,
that
where
bad
it's okay.
because it's close
Oh,
and it's down low.
yeah. I have this issue with it being a very wide weapon. So when it's like pointed in a direction, but it's also going in the two other directions, it's a little bit. And I hate the rope. The rope is like thick as an arm.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's like
But the rest of it, I like.
G-Dub's arrows. The arrows are all ballista bolts.
Yeah.
Like, if you can do it, it's going to be good. Like, I mean, APS showed that it can be done
Yeah,
to a very high
And
level.
also, I will say the paint job on this one with the shadow creases on the skin is. Why is it black?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing any favors. The other two.
I think this is a mess. Where do you
Yeah,
look?
I do too. Yeah, the swirly smoke I don't like, and I know that this is going to be too tiny for any meaningful NMM on these details. I just know it in my heart of hearts, so I think that it's out just for that for me. Smoke and yeah, and it's also like so like it's holding one thing and then another thing like too parallel. It's yeah.
Cool little flax by the painter, though. Heavy metal guy
No,
did a great
it's
job.
yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. And the mirror.
And this is
underneath.
actually a nice paint job in terms of the box art.
Weird sausage fingers. Don't get that. But
Yeah. But the pearl is nice and yeah. I just think it's out for that reason for me because I know it's going to be so tiny.
The rat
The
guy,
last
I
one.
reckon it's actually a pretty good model. I wouldn't pick it for competition though. It's
because
it kind of boxes you in too much. There's just not enough to do with it.
I agree.
But it's a fun model to choose from.
yeah,
and
so
maybe
nice.
convert.
Just cool. I just like it.
I mean, if you could really flex, like make it perfect, it's not a bad model actually. Like if you had the skill to do like absolute perfection in terms of painting, I think it's probably the best of them.
Which is not the easiest ask, unfortunately.
No.
Right, Dave, Fire Slayer dwarves. Oh, that's what they're called, Fire Slayers.
Are any of them good?
None of them are good.
No.
Are any of them okay?
I don't. Maybe the one on the right is okay, but he's still too straight up and down, and like there's no movement or weight. All of these should have a feeling of movement and weight, and they don't. Maybe the middle one is okay.
No, I hate the axe so close to the head and crossing in. Nope.
Yeah, no. I can't really justify any of them.
So the
And
one on the
painting
right.
hair. Oh.
The one on the right is close if he had angled the weapon once again. So the bottom of it had been close to the foot, like even closer to the foot, and he had the arm even stretched a little bit more, so it gets more of a diagonal. Then it would have been close.
Yeah, but the straight on view of this hair is just not right.
Horrible.
What is this beard and
the
helmet
beard.
combination? It just looks
Yeah,
like
the
the
helmet
helmet's
is goofy.
vomiting orange. Like,
Yeah, it does.
Nope. They are out.
all of them.
They're all out. Bye-bye.
Easy. 333. Right. Magnus.
So that was meant to be an example of 3 poor ones.
Yeah, don't do
this.
this.
To be an example of 3 good ones.
Yep. I like all of these 3, and I want to paint the one on the right.
This guy?
What is it called?
No idea.
Chaos sorcerer of some kind.
I'll have a look while you talk.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to jot it down because now I have a list of.
Because now you're
of some
buying
things
it.
that, yeah, I think all of these are good. I would probably maybe try and fill the fur. Maybe it's not too bad, so I can just fix it with paint. But the fur is a little bit wonky on the right-sided guy. Otherwise, I like it. Then the middle one. Then the left one, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but they're close.
we've given a hard time to staffs that have been like straight up and down. However, in this case, for the guy on the right, because the rest of the model has the movement moving into the position of that, it becomes like a signpost of the scene, and so therefore it works.
I think
works
so
really
too.
well in this case.
I think it's a brilliant model.
Flowing up into that. Yeah, it is a brilliant model.
I like the alternate as well. The skull mask thing is cool.
Yeah.
Not sure about this, but the skull mask is cool.
I like this staff better, but yeah, the Slaanesh guy is really good too. We've seen a few good versions of
Lord of
him.
Hubris is super cool in my opinion. I actually ordered this model the other day because I think it's got a lot of everything, and there's really something about how the pose matches the character. I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
He's heuristic.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got this. Don't worry about it. But this dude as well. Like,
I guess I think I'm more inclined to do the right one, even though maybe the middle one is the better one actually. But I've seen the middle one a fair few times now, painted well, and I think so. If I'm looking and thinking more objectively, I think the middle one is the better one. Probably. Oh, they're close. They're close, really close. But I think I'm drawn to the right one because I've seen the middle one more. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Gizmo did a wonderful version of Lord of
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, it was lovely.
Super cool. Have you ever seen a sorcerer? Oh, I've gone right back to the start. I apologize.
There was one in Youngbloods, the one with the guy caught in the crack in the earth.
Oh, yeah, that was last Spiel, wasn't it?
Yes, maybe. Oh, yeah, I think so. I can't even remember. But it was a Youngbloods one, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. I got it. Hold on. Maximilian. Well done.
Yeah.
What a version.
Yeah,
these Youngbloods are pretty good.
Different. That's from a different kit. It's a conversion. The top bit. I think that's.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's from the 40K part.
Daft's different.
Yeah, it is. It's also bigger. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Good choice. And that was gold. Yeah, good work, Max.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Right. Final.
Some weird choices.
Yeah. I think this guy is cool, but I wouldn't have a good time painting him because of how closed the pose is and how hidden certain details are. I think there's things to like in terms of that. There's something like sinister about the helmet that's super cool. This belt buckle's nice, but this giant corn symbol does nothing for me. The shield is all over the place. The axe is a bit meh. Like, I'm a bit guided because obviously Rich created a wonderful version, but like, it's still not for me.
Yeah, and we've also seen pretty much everyone else struggle on it since.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. I think it's a trap model.
It is.
I think it's one of those that looks kind of cool and kind of paintable, and then it turns out, dude, what do you do with that shield? I mean, it's like if anyone could solve it, it's Richard, right? But
yeah,
this one is to me a complete trap model.
Yeah, it's like it's the coolest, which is why I would put it like as the number one. But I think all of these are bad for different reasons. Like these ghost things are just a nightmare for competition because you're always going to have the reality that 70% of the model is flowing robes. And I would not enjoy painting this effect at all.
No. It would be almost impossible. Albert could make it look good. Everyone else could.
Yeah, Albert could.
Get wrecked.
And like, yeah, you can have fun here. There's a lot here on top that you can have fun with, but not as part of this model. And this guy is just hiding behind his weapons.
Yeah.
And like he's
That is
weighted
terrible.
like he's about to fall over.
Yep, I agree.
So it's a 1, 3, 5 million. This is the
Yeah,
I
or
think this
maybe
is the
like a
worst by
2,
a
3, 5
mile.
million.
Yeah,
I think it's probably the worst we've had.
I think it's probably the worst in all of the columns.
And the ghost is pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
A lot of traps in that model. The stuff coming out of it.
Yeah, middle one is so middle one. If you cut it before his weird teeth or whatever, everything on top is kind of cool. Everything underneath is bad.
I tell you what, though, I'm gonna nick this for another kit. I'm gonna saw that.
Oh,
off.
you could do kind of like a wizard or a sorcerer in a tower, maybe in his workshop, doing some cool things. If you did it kind of teal and green, and
Oh, I like this idea.
Insane.
But that it
All
wouldn't
kinds
take
of
long to
trinkets
paint,
and
would
baubles.
it? It's like
no. Even the sculpting would be easy. But it has a lot of the potential. I think something like that could win big.
So, okay, we've talked through these models. I would hope that at each time we've kind of explained our thinking, but what are the broad strokes takeaways?
The broad stroke is every one of the pieces where we said this is horrible, it's not true, but it's not good for competition if you are one of us three.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
no, a lot of these are not great for competition in general. Some of these are quite good.
Open poses, that's been a recurring theme.
Yeah.
Ensuring that you can get the brush where you want it to go, a degree of complexity, but not too much.
And balance of complexity and open areas to paint with, and then you've got like your contrast zones.
Yeah. Drop off in details.
I will also say Custodes.
Yeah, Custodes. I will also say almost every one of those where it's kind of like pointing too much directional in terms of like out towards the viewer. If it's like a face straight on, or if it's like a weapon straight on, or whatever, they're almost immediately out. Well,
it's really been good for me to talk with you guys about it, because it's clarified a lot of things in my mind. So I hope that while others have been viewing as we've been talking, they have things like, oh, I like this model, but I don't know whether I really do or not. And then we can talk about it and they hear what we say and it might make things click for them. And I really hope that it's been really worthwhile and useful, because it has been for me, even just participating.
Certainly for me, because there was a while back that I bought this model as an example, and then there's just something gave me pause, and I think sometimes you do have to trust that gut instinct of just like, okay, well, why is it bothering me? What what is the thing that would like hold me off? And I'm one of those people that hates getting like, because I always see projects through. I hate getting like midway through a project and like beginning to fall out of love with it. So like I thought a lot before painting Celestine, for example, knowing that it would take a long time. Like if you're going to do like a big non-met model, it's gonna you have to pick something that you enjoy. So I think it comes
not
back
a Custodes.
Not a Custodes. Don't do that to yourself. I mean, maybe paint.
You could do 3 bikes on a.
You could do 3 bikes, or one floating bike, if you're
one floating bike.
Yeah, three bikes. Oh,
sunny, crazy person. So good though.
Yeah. It is good.
Right. So we'll end it here. Hopefully this has been useful. Hope you've all
sorry for no like direct lines in terms of like these are the do's and these are the don'ts, because it kind of depends every
organic.
time. But yeah. But it's just the nature of it, I think.
The lion. No, Bruce, look away. Look away. Look away.
I have my list. I found 4 things that I want.
Done. Yeah, that's your next 4 projects for Patreon sorted. Easy.
Well, we'll see about that, dude.
Right. Well, Dave, number 1, thank you for putting this together. This was a great way of doing it. Super appreciated. For all of you watching obviously, thank you so much. We'll be continuing this series. Are we going to kind of go lock and loaded? I mean, in future one, we'll be talking about colors. There's lots of things that we can talk about. Something that's come up time and time again that I want to talk about in a future show is refinement. People ask a lot about that, and I think it'd be useful to talk it through, because I think it's one of the things that's very difficult to show, but is easier to talk through and kind of get a reaction on.
I agree.
But yeah, thank you so much, and until next time, go and paint something beautiful. So long.